Hi friends and new friends, and welcome to this edition of Christopher's Crypto Chronicles for January 18th, right here on Cash Alternative TV. Hope you enjoy. It's Monday. Quite a few things happened today. It was quite a busy day. I'm just doing a recap before I go to bed, while it's still fresh in my mind. The first thing I wanted to talk about was from this morning. It was the Dash Investment Foundation conference call. And we got a chance to meet all the members of the DIF. And I'm going to leave the link in the description below if you want to see it. We got to see their strategy and the new strategy presented by their newest member, who is Demelza Hayes, that I mentioned last week, that got hired as their fund manager. She was suggesting to take the allocation of their fund from 100% Dash to more of 30% Dash and 70% gold at this point, or like around 70%. And then move it into different equities and stuff like that. I'm not a fund manager and I'm not like businessly inclined, so I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it, but they want to diversify anyway. And I thought that was a good idea because they're going to be, having it 100% in Dash is kind of, it's subject to volatility and everything, so I want them to have money when it comes time to have money. So I do agree with going with a more cautious route. I don't know what you think about that. Leave me a comment below if you want to talk about how you feel about that. Maybe do you think that they should have it 100% in Dash for this bull run that we're going to have, right? The second thing I wanted to talk about was the Dash Embassy DAC marketing proposal that's on right now on Dash Nexus and Dash Central. And on the surface of it, I thought it looked like a really good idea because this is something that I want to do to have the whole community in the same frame of mind when it comes to marketing and having the same push, because right now we're very fractured. Everybody has a different idea about what Dash should be and what we should be doing for marketing. And I think this is going to be a good idea to get on the same page. But afterwards, Amanda B. Johnson mentioned that it was tied into a DAC proposal, that the DAC needed to be funded in order for this to go through. Now, I love the idea of being on the same page, but I'm not sure we should tie it into one project. So I'm going to keep an open mind, but we're going to see how this turns out in the future. And I have great news when it comes to Dash Nation on Discord. We now have over 10,000 members. We just had our 10,000th member today. I posted it on Twitter. So that's great. Dash community is getting bigger. And lots of people are on the Discord. That's beautiful. I want to see it continue. I'm very happy to provide Dash Nation on Discord for the community, a place for everybody to have their opinions heard and nobody is censored. And some people don't like it that way, but this is something that's very important to me. So that was cool. And also the last thing I want to talk about is these crazy markets. So I'm not complaining, but it's been a while since we've seen markets like this that are going up all the time, every time you look at it. So hopefully we're going to be treated to more of that in 2020. It's fantastic to see, and I actually typed go-go in the Discord today. Haven't done that since 2017, so I could get used to this. Hello, it's Tuesday. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I woke up this morning and found the first news story for Dash was that Private Send is in testnet, and it's going to be implemented on the Electrum wallet, which is pretty cool because up until now, Private Send has only been available on desktop. And it's quite cumbersome. You have to download the whole blockchain, and you have to do that's the only place where you can do private send transactions. But the head developer of the Electrum Dash project has just posted that it's on testnet, that you can go test it out, the SPV version of private send. So that's a good news. And the second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is that I had a powwow with Amanda today, and Tao and Amanda Live is going to be changing a little bit. Right now we're doing news stories about all kinds of cryptocurrencies, and we're doing it every Wednesday and regular. But we decided that it's better for us if we focus just on Dash, because that's where our passion is. And we're only going to talk about things as we feel that we should be talking about them. We feel the need to talk about them. So as such, it's not going to be a regular show anymore. It's going to be when we feel like doing it. So it might not be on Wednesdays. It might be on a Thursday, or it might be on a Tuesday. Whenever something is happening in Dash that we really feel like we want to talk about. So when you see that notification pop up, you'll know that we really have something that we want to talk about. So that's that. And also, we're not going to hold it to 30 minutes. It can be as little as 10 minutes, or it can be as much as 50 minutes. It's just depending on how we want to talk. So it's not as rigid of a structure, and we feel like that's going to be using the most of our talents. So I'm quite excited about that. Amanda, if you're watching, I can't wait to get that started. And thirdly, it's just before I'm going to bed, and we had this massive pump in Dash. Went from like 88 all the way up to 150 in less than 5 minutes or less than 10 minutes. It's starting to drift down a little bit now, but briefly Dash appeared in the top 10 again. So like I was saying yesterday, this is crazy, the price action that we're seeing for Dash right now. But then on the flip side, you look at it and it's not really that crazy because Dash has been seriously undervalued during this bull market. Maybe it's just recovering some of the value that it shouldn't have lost in the first place. Dash is a very competent project technologically, and it has a great community behind it and usage numbers that are going up, so we deserve this pump. But we all know that this is not it was not an organic pump, it was an artificial one. But we still know that Dash is deserving of higher value, and we're just going towards what we feel that Dash is worth anyways. So that's all I had for today. Hi folks, it's Friday. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm coming at you from my in-laws' house, so I have a couple of new backgrounds for you. This flag behind me is the flag of my in-laws. They're very proud expatriates from this country, and they came to Canada in the 90s, but they still show their pride for their country wherever they can. If you know what country this flag is from, please put it down in the description so you can show off your skills. I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. The first one was the continued price rise of Dash, which has taken it all the way from around $88 up to $150 and then back down to around $112 to $113 at the time of filming this video. It's taken us into the top 10, which is excellent news because that's going to put a lot more focus on Dash and the spotlight on it and our accomplishments. When you're in the top 10 of your industry, it creates interest from people that are possibly interested in investing, or at least checking it out and saying, well, why did Dash have such a huge rise? And between you and me, I know that we're very confident in a Dash, and we're very happy to have this spotlight shone on us. And so we can show off our accomplishments, both technologically and with adoption and in the community. So I'm very happy with that news, and let's hope this price rise continues. Not just for our investments, but also for the fact that it does bring more attention to what's going on behind the scenes in Dash, which is A1. And the second thing I wanted to talk about was this news from yesterday that Dash has been added to the Crypto Research Council. And the Crypto Research Council is a group of companies in the crypto sphere that has been tasked with, it's kind of like a self-task, it's a self-initiative. They're tasked with examining cryptocurrencies and giving them a rating based on the likelihood of them being securities. So 1 is the lowest, and I'm not sure what's the highest, but to be the lowest is the best. Bitcoin's a 1, and Dash just joined this yesterday, and it also has a rating of 1. So that means that these companies and exchanges that are part of the Crypto Research Council feel like Dash is a very low likelihood of being considered a security, which is great. It means that we can be considered like a currency, and we can be accepted into exchanges that might be wary of accepting cryptocurrencies that could be presented as securities. And there are some out there. I'm looking at you, Gemini, one of them. And these are exchanges that might be hesitant to list Dash. And I think that we'll see a lot more movement now that Dash has got that vote of confidence from a crypto research, crypto rating research. So that's good. So I hope that we see some moves from that. And it's very good news for Dash. I'm really looking forward to the results from that. The people that might have stayed away up until this point because they say, oh, masternodes, that's just that's the security. But this is quite good news that Dash has been rated a 1, the same as Bitcoin. So that's it for me. Cheers. Well, that was the week that was for January 18th. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell if you want to see more from me and Cash Alternative TV episodes. Until next time, remember, Dash is a better money for a better future, and that future is getting closer every day. Bye for now.